Narcissists don't need you. No, for real, they do. They need you. They need you more than anything else in life because they have no life. You can always recover. On the eve of what I plan to be a spectacular evening, I could tell you with certainty that narcissists are always going to get what they deserve. They live in hell. Especially them low-level ones. I don't care, and I don't even care if they're grandiose or if they're like drug addict, bloated, nasty. We'll bang anything. We'll go to a sex store or shop or porn shop and bang in front of people. We'll make videos with disgusting transsexuals. We'll, sell their body for drugs and then say, no, I don't do that. That's not what I do. I don't care who they are. How disgusting low lives. If they're building, if they're making books or building YouTube channels or hanging out with other crews of toxic people, and they're all just sucking each other off about how evil they are and just patting each other on the back. It don't matter who they are. They can never achieve the level of happiness that you have or you are capable of. They will never achieve a wholeness within themselves. Because they are constantly going to be running and looking for supply. They need somebody else to regulate them. They need somebody else to validate their existence. And they're awful. These are awful people. Well, oh, yeah, what's going on, everybody? I am Lodonis, Ravenwolf, Dragonstormy, Seer, and Sage. Hail to all my fellow thrivers, narcissistic abuse. As some of you know, by the way, I've been doing a lot of rapid fire videos because Instagram's been growing, TikTok's been growing, and I'm really just trying to grow my platforms. If I'm going to do this, I'm going all in, and I've been seeing some names coming through the comments who were there during my first 1,000, and thank you guys so much for continuing to be here. I had stopped for a while and didn't plan on keeping on doing it. And then the hoovering hobgoblin came back and all the games started back up. Her and the other guy, the other narc, the other, whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care what they are. Oh, I do actually care, but you know what I mean? Because when you learn, when you go through healing, you go through the education phase and you're done ruminating, and then you go to wherever you go. If you go no contact, or you go the mirror route like I did. And to be honest with you guys, mirroring keeps you in it a little longer than you need to be. But when you see it, when you look back and you see it, not only can you see the other narcs that existed in your life, but you can also see who those people were and what they're doing and just how disgusting they are. And it's not worth it. What I have discovered, at least for my situation, and I'm not trying to get too deep into that, what I discovered is that narcissists, especially if they're triangulating and they're all fighting for superiority over one another, first thing they're going to do is label you a narcissist, okay? To a narcissist, you are a narcissist. And they don't even know what narcissism is. Most of the times when I'm talking to people, other brothers and sisters that have been through this, they're like, I had to research narcissism. I didn't even know what a narcissist was. And then I called them that. And then they looked at it and they started calling me a narc. Part of the reason for that is they're never going to take accountability. They're always projecting themselves upon other people. They're never going to accept that they were wrong. They cannot accept that they're wrong. They can't. It's not in their makeup. It's a very rare case that you get people out there who recognize that they've been doing wrong and then go seek to fix themselves. There's a few narcissistic abuse or content creators out there that have NPD. I'll be honest, and I do watch some of them, and for all the work they do, I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust them at all. I don't care how many years of therapy you're going through. Narc is a narc in my opinion. Some of y'all may feel differently, and I do love myself a good redemption arc, but I'm just not taking the chance. The first thing they're going to do is call you a narcissist. You're the narcissist, right? Because you're the victim of their targeted harassment, abuse, their schemes, their games, just all you're the problem. They're going to gather together with other narcs or other flying monkeys or other toxic people, and they're all going to just point the finger, and they know they're wrong. Don't get it twisted. Those flying monkeys and other toxic people that are co-signing to that narcissist and the evil that they do are just as evil. They do not care about that narc. They do not care about their situation. They do not care about anything, anyone, other than keeping the Jerry Springer show going. That's all they care about, right? These are evil, pathetic, nasty, lying, scheming ass people. You don't need them in your life anyway. Shout out to Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs, another narcissist out there in the community. I'm coming for you, you double talking, nasty, backstabbing piece of. Anyway, they don't care. And another thing, narc's going to use you to regulate them in many different ways. One of the ways that they do this is they're going to treat you like garbage while they're love bombing somebody else or trying to get back with somebody else. I had the unfortunate position of being the one who really did love and care and wanted to be supportive and build and all that. I was the unfortunate, honest one who didn't put up with BS. See, a narc, at least for narcissist chicks, I'm not sure if this is true for dudes, let me know in the comments. Narcissistic women exasperate the worst in toxic femininity. And so they will create problems for which there is no solution. Narcissists do this anyway, but they will create problems for which there is no solution to test your limits. And if you are a person like myself who, if a narc will spoil a moment for you by doing the same thing that you did with them or wanted to do with them with somebody else. And they'll turn around and come back and tell you about it or insinuate it or somehow you find out to try and push you to outdo the narcissist or to outdo the other supply that was put in a position or put themselves in a position to outdo you or do the thing you wanted to do. It's all about competition. It's all about keeping people in flight and competing over the puppet master. That's all it's about. It's all devaluation. And if you're the type person like me who's like, nah, I don't want to do that no more. Oh, you went to the casino with that person? Oh, you went and did this with that? Or you went, I'm not even interested in that no more. No, you want to do it with them. I'm done. I'm not. If you're a person like me who does that, then you go down on the ladder, the narcissist ladder of manipulation. You're gonna get put down, okay? And the other person, if they are someone who's like, oh, they're so jealous, they're so jealous and competing, and they want to be the other person. It's sad. It's kind of sad. I was caught up in this a little bit, this kind of feeling a little bit, but I really didn't fall too far into it. But other supply was. Other narcissist, I don't even know what he was. I don't even care. He's out there getting banged in the ass with trap-ons. It's sad. The whole thing is sad. I'm going out tonight. I'm going out tonight with someone that I like and someone that I've met. And I'm going to have fun. And none of this is going to matter. It's kind of why I'm doing this video, is because I just want to get it out of my system before I go. Sorry, it's a little bit of a selfish thing, but the other narc, total competition with me, very insecure, wants to think of himself as a manly man, not a manly man. I'm sure that it's the opposite for women. I'm sure, women who are insecure and, they're in competition. They're put in competition by a dude with another woman, but that's what these narcs do. They put you in competition and then they'll fight for superiority and they'll stay in this toxic loop of fighting for something that will never manifest, because the narcissist is going to make sure it never manifests. And if you're a person who doesn't put up with as much or doesn't play the toxic game the way the narc wants, you're going to be put down on the bottom of the ladder. I put down on the bottom of the ladder because I wouldn't play them games. The other one did. I am in the beautiful time right now, and guys, I'm sure this happens with every narcissist at every level, at every time, like even if you know it or don't know it, I am so sure that this happens when you are dealing with a deceptive, backstabbing, lying, fake ass face person who plays these games with other people. Eventually one supply is going to get done. They're going to be over, whether they have to ghost and run, go no contact, which I support. Whatever you got to do to get away from that narc, dude. There is no, you know what I mean? Just however it is that you need to get away and heal. I am not judging you. I'm sorry the way I term things sometimes. I'm a bit of a combative soul. But however it is you got to get away from that narc, do it. All right? Because eventually that narcissist is going to be put themselves in the same loop that they were in. I got off the ladder. And so the one that she was always triangulating me with, And the one that was, the pegging, the pegging getting pegged, the ex-pegging getting pegged, the blacklisted. So, because the narcissist pass around was triangulating me with him, and then I'm gone. She put him on the bottom of the ladder. So now he's getting ghosted and lied to, and it's weird. Also, at the same time, I think he's had enough too, because he's a narcissist too. I know he is. And now, Narc X is sending him blubbering messages. I miss you. I love you. Where are you? What are you doing? Just blubbering in complete pain. Because in the weirdest way, he had one strength that I didn't. The ability to say no and just shut her down. A little bit of a clap there for you, Backdoor Bill. Good job. I believe that karma has come back. Karma came back to that one. Karma's going to come back to your narcissist. They cannot escape it. Even if they live in, a person can exist living in negative forces. They can exist living in those negative forces over and over again. They absolutely can. But they're going to degrade, all right? Only 1% can be a Palpatine, all right? Only 1%, only like 1% of truly evil, nasty people actually achieve greatness within the realm of evil, all right? And even then, Hitler eventually goes too far, you know what I mean? So that evil's going to destroy them and eat them from within, you know? Yeah, I look at pictures of Narc X from years ago. Beautiful. She really was. She was gorgeous. She was very, very youthful, beautiful looking. She looks terrible now. She's falling apart, you know? And the one she triangulated me with, one time he was a tall, broad guy, right? Now, all the evil he's done, he's like falling apart. Just emasculated, falling apart. If you continue down the road of being a victim or mirroring them, you're going to turn the same way. You're going to become you're going to fall apart from that evil, just like they do. That's why going no contact is so important. Living your best life. You will always be better than them. You're always going to live your best life. You always have the potential to live your best life and find someone or find friends or resonate an atmosphere, manifest an atmosphere that is going to promote your growth, your balance, and your belief in self. Narcs are going to be out there abandoning the ones that need them the most, while doing things in public to look like they're wonderful people. Putting out a sob story, I'm a victim, but I'm still trying to do good. They're going to be out there being fake, because that's what they do. They're fake. They're always going to be fake. They're always going to be trying to backstab somebody or con somebody. They're always going to avoid taking any responsibility. And the story's always going to be that you are actually the narcissist. You were actually the bad one and they were the victim. That's always going to happen. So it doesn't matter what they say. Didn't matter what they said in the first place. The only thing that gave what they mattered any power whatsoever was your belief in them. Remove that. These are empty souls that do not generate manifestation. They create illusion. Illusion doesn't last. Illusions never last. Willpower, truth, honor, dignity, being good, selfless, these things last. I stopped doing this content for a few months because I was just really done with it. I was just so done. I was done. I felt good and I didn't care. And I was talking to people again and seeing people again and I just didn't care. And then that Hoover happened again and now I'm reinvigorated. I keep hearing stories from guys from you guys on TikTok and Instagram and here, and realizing that these demons are out there and they exist, and there's people that were in the position that I was a year ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, that are confused and just need to vent and just need people who understand. And so I'm going to go a little wreck now and again, and I'm going to yell and I'm going to clown them, and I'm going to put all my energy into helping our brothers and sisters. That's what I'm going to do. That's kind of one of the things I want to be in this life, is I want to help fellow victims, fellow survivors of this type of insidious, demonic, nasty abuse. Be here for y'all. Be a part of that. But at the same time, got to keep it real, and I need to go out and be me. And being me tonight is going out and having a good time. My brothers and sisters, be good to yourselves and be good to each other. Never again suffer that fool. Run! Walk away. Or mirror and clown them. They hate that too. Peace!